So let's talk about like, the perception of overnight success. Because like now your company is growing, it's prosperous. You guys are in a scaling mode. You're heading towards the moon, and now your name's probably popping up left and right everywhere. So the perception of a regular person is like, who they just pop out of nowhere. But in reality, how long have you guys been on this path to where you are right now?
Yeah. What do they say? Gradually, and then all of a sudden, it's that's really what it feels like is, we I think we started to put our name on the map when the big news and that we got a bunch of press about the lawsuit. We were on national television for over 6 minutes, twice now about that lawsuit. We've been in, I was the centerfold of Entrepreneur magazine, about a year ago. Like that, you're right. Someone's perception. A lot of people heard about us in the last year and a half or so because of either this lawsuit or how we handled it, or me doing podcast tours like this, right? Just like a more focused, like, hey, let's go tell people we exist now. But I mean, we started the journey on Kickstarter in 2014. That's 8 years ago. It feels like it was yesterday, and it also feels like it was decades ago at the same time. Um, and so, yeah, it's definitely not necessarily, and in no way is like an overnight success. Um, but I would call it. It took us probably 5 years of doing what we do in turning pocket watches into wristwatches, just to figure out how to best solve that problem and best build a business around just that. And then that kind of let me go in terms of like, okay, we got it figured out. We can scale this a little bit more. So now I can go talk about it more. Now I can go market it more. Now I can put more money into advertising. Um, and and then obviously with PR and the lawsuit, we had a kind of a nice inflection point, with a bunch of great stories coming out about us. Um, and now things like marketing just kind of come easy because we have so many of these foundational stories that we can go back to. And we have so much credibility built with our customers, and we have probably we're probably approaching 2,000 watches out in the world now. And so we have 2,000 cheerleaders, out there talking about us all the time. And that takes a while. It's an exponential curve to get there.
Wow.